Hello everybody and welcome. In this short video, I am going to show you how you can automate your work in Excel using simple functions like COUNTIFS and SUMIFS. Now many people who are new to Excel usually do things manually. For example, if you want to calculate total sales for a category like electronics, and we see 3 entries, we might try to add those values one by one manually. But we don't need to do that at all. Excel gives us very simple and powerful functions like COUNTIF, COUNTIFS, SUMIF and SUMIFS that can save a lot of time in our daily work. There are also advanced functions like sum product, but in this video we will focus on the basics in a very simple way. Let's start. Here we have 2 sheets. One is a dashboard where we want our results, and the other is our raw data sheet with daily transactions. In real life, this data can have thousands of rows, but for now we are using a small sample to understand easily. First, we need the total sales. For this, we can simply use the sum function. Go to the raw data sheet, select the amount column, close the bracket and hit the enter. That gives us the total sales. Now we want sales only for the electronics category. Now since electronics appears multiple times, we don't want the total of all the values, only the ones that match this category, that is electronics. For this, we use the SUMIF function or SUMIFS function. So let's start with SUMIFS. First, select the sum range, which is the amount column. Then select the criteria range, which is the category column. Make sure you do not include the headers, and also make sure both columns have the same number of rows. This is very important for correct results. What I suggest, and many Excel tutors suggest, is that always go with SUMIFS and COUNTIFS rather than SUMIF and COUNTIF to avoid the complications and the confusion. Now, for the criteria type electronics, close the bracket and hit the enter button. Now you get the total sales only for electronics. We do the same for accessories also. Again, use SUMIFS, though you have only one criteria, but still you go with SUMIFS to avoid confusion and complication. Select the amount column as the sum range and the category column as the criteria range. For the criteria, you can either type accessories in double quotes or reference a cell also. Press enter and you get the accessories sales. Now let's move to total orders. Here we just need to count how many records we have. Instead of using count function, it's better to use COUNTA function, because COUNTA counts all non-empty cells, whether they are numbers or text. But count counts only the numbers. Select the order ID column and press enter. That gives us the total number of orders. Next, we want to count how many orders were handled by Aman. For this, we use COUNTIFS or COUNTIFS function. rather than COUNTIF function to avoid confusion or complication. Select the criteria range, which is the salesperson column. Then type Aman as the criteria and press enter. Now you get the total number of orders handled by Aman. Also remember, COUNTIFS is not case sensitive, so uppercase or lowercase does not matter. Now let's make this setup more dynamic. We can convert our data into a table by pressing Ctrl T from your keyboard. Confirm that the table has headers and click OK. Now our data is converted into a table. The advantage is that whenever we add new data, everything updates automatically. For example, let's add a new row with a new order. Assign it to Aman. Set the category as electronics. And you can enter a random amount and random date. As soon as we do that, all our results update automatically. Total orders increase, sales values update, and orders by Aman also have increased, since we have included Aman in our new row. This is the power of using tables in Excel along with functions like SUMIFS and COUNTIFS. So just with a few simple functions and one shortcut, you can automate your Excel work and save a lot of time in your daily tasks. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like. And also don't forget to put your comments. Thank you.